Hi everybody, I am back. My name is Taylor Green. I'm one of the audiologists here.
See, you had to remind you he was because he's been away for so long. TLMTG.
TLMTG. So this is, there's just one in this one, and it's all me.
That's the way.
It's a really satisfying actually when we eventually get it out.
It is a good one.
Yeah, you can see as patients come through to see myself feeling, really blocked up. And it looked like just a load of soft wax, and I thought, this should, well, they either go one or two ways. They either come out really easy, or they're just an absolute nightmare to try and remove.
There's no in between, is there?
There's no in between. But you can see it's kind of coming away in strips. So I was like, this is actually a lot of dry skin, because this is what you generally tend to see when you get like a buildup of skin in there. And I thought, okay, so we're gonna work our way around the outer part of this, like kind of husk, I would call it. I think there was cotton buds that have been used in this one as well. It looks like there has been.
Compacted in there.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to draw down now, just peel it away. Didn't actually realise how thick this skin was until it came out. You'll see at the end, obviously.
I was editing this a couple of mornings ago, and I texted Taylor and went, "Oh my gosh, that is an amazing skin peel."
That was a beast.
Oh, it was awesome. So make sure you stay tuned for that one, guys, because it is worth it, honestly. It's an epic skin. I'm quite jealous I didn't get this one.
Again, they can be really easy. Obviously, this one was a little bit more difficult because we've got a lot of thick hair. Luckily, not too much. So we can still see what we're doing, but it's still kind of in the way slightly, and I can't go too close because you're not really going to see what you're doing. So I kind of got to hover near the entrance here. So I'm proper struggling to get a grip here. Now what I'm trying to do is pull this from the side and the bottom, just to see if I can actually get this lifted and loosened up. But it's proper giving us a good fight at the moment.
It needs a bit of it just needs a little bit more of a peel than that. The edges are folding into that suction quite nicely though, aren't they?
Yeah, but it's like tight.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's the only way I can kind of describe it, even though I'm getting a grip. This is the standard size Zoellner tube as well, so this is the larger of the suction tubes. Usually we go in with the fine end to get these little bits away, and I'm not sure if I actually do that here in a second.
It's quite a sizable canal then, isn't it? If that's there, because I thought that was the fine end looking at the size of it in relation to the ear canal, but that is a chunky old canal.
I think it's the standard size.
Yeah, it probably is.
I can't. This was done several days ago. Mind this, as you've heard us say a few times, this has been sort of popped into the archive, the bank for the videos upcoming.
Yeah.
Got a little bit of oil. I can kind of still see what I'm doing on the side there, so I've got a little bit of a blur on the side. Yeah. And I said you'll see that, and I said when I do eventually start getting this moving, you'll see it's like very white and almost like greyish white underneath, like where you normally see that was very, very thick dead skin. There we are. You can see the colour of that underneath. Like it's very, very smooth. It looks like it's been there for a little while. Obviously, it's been slightly compact as well with the use of the cotton buds.
It can be both a hindrance and a help, kind of this one. If you can raise up enough to get a set of forceps on it, sometimes you'll pull the whole, because it'll just have enough structure to it to pull the whole thing.
You've got it.
Awesome. See, that's quite satisfying. I do quite love those kind of peel away from there. And all that fresh skin, completely squeaky clean underneath. Yeah, always love a peel.
But it's getting the grip, which is the hardest. It's so thin. It's just getting that grip and holding it to get that peel. That's the tricky part about this bit. Now I'm slowly working my way up towards the top there. Just having another little look, see what.
It always wants to fold back, doesn't it, to its original position.
So I've popped a little bit of oil in here now that we've got this starting to peel. So that oil now should, where we've peeled it already, that should now start to get underneath, and that usually enables us to peel it easier. Again, it's a frustrating one. It's really fun.
I know. If you can lift and it just stays there, you could honestly, because we've done these so many times. You lift, you take the suction tube out to get the forceps in, and it's gone back to where it was originally, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
The beast. And the oil is kind of hindering and helping at the same time as well.
Yep. So it, as I was in the middle of doing this, I thought, oh, it's a really good one to use, and I almost didn't use it because of the vision, because of the oil and everything.
Oh no, I like this. It's just the peel at the end that does it for me. I was worth putting it just for that.
Yeah, that's why I've ended up sticking with it, to be fair. Right. Come on, we can do it. We obviously do it because I wouldn't put it up as a video otherwise. So finding it quite tricky, like I said, to get that peel. It is starting to come.
Yeah.
You can see it is working its way up towards that top portion, the roof of the ear canal. So I think if I can get all of that bit there loosened up now, I should be able to get a grip with a set of forceps.
Yeah.
If it's not too soft. Because again, it's a bit of a nightmare sometimes trying to get rid of those because it just tears little strips off. And
that's the other thing with that white. It's sometimes there's just enough structure to it that you can clamp on and pull.
Yeah.
Sometimes you clamp on, you pull it just leaves a nice neat little V that's just been cut out from the forceps.
You can see all the loose hair as well. It's kind of matted in amongst all this, like a little hedgehog.
I can see you're trying to loosen that top section, aren't you? You're trying to pull that down.
Yeah. Again, I'm not really getting it like bunching in because it's not quite. It's a strange consistency when it's like this. Because even though it looks really soft, it's not quite soft enough to like bunch up into the suction tube. And that's why we normally get a bit of difficulty. I actually got a pretty good grip here now. Yeah. Got a relatively decent grip.
I can see you kind of moving up and down to try and loosen that skin off the side.
Bit of a wiggle now, a bit of a circular motion, we're trying a bit of everything.
Oh, look at that.
I think what I'm going to think here now, if I can just pull this aside,
it
looks quite thick, should be able to get a grip here.
Yeah. Thing is, you can't get to the section behind until this piece is gone either, can you? So it's...
Yeah.
You can't go in there and curettage it, get behind it, try and scoop it out, because there's no way on this earth you're going to be able to get that safely.
No, here we go. We're going in with a forceps here now. Oh.
It doesn't look like a tremendous amount of room with the forceps though, does it?
No.
Oh,
I got quite lucky.
Nice. That's a nice... Oh, it's going to tear through.
Do I go further back? My natural thing now is to try and go, move it a little bit, move further back.
Adjust the clamp.
But move really slow, because if I go too quick, I'm just going to snap little bits away. I want to try and keep this as solid as I can, and it's just not doing it.
Can't see that right side moving at all. This left side I can see moving, but I can't see that deeper piece moving. Oh. Oh, unlucky.
Nope.
Okay. Well, it moved. Yeah, you can get the grip now a bit further down.
Oh, see, that's where I just sheared it away. So there's nothing really to grip onto there.
I don't know.
No.
That's that back end, that left-hand side. You can see it kind of just flexing a little bit as you get in the grip.
It's actually right down over the eardrum, this. I can't remember if it's this side or... Is it two sides in this one or is it just this one?
I
can't remember.
Can't remember now. I can't remember.
So I'm pretty sure there's a portion that we see eventually once I get this out that's like quite dry over the front of the eardrum.
That's the good
that's the good part.
That's the good part. So, that top is moving. That top is moving. Oh, I bet it was a bit of relief then. You thought, it's... That's what we want to see.
Patient actually could start hearing like a bit of bubbling and like crackling here, because this is just usually where the skin starts peeling away from the eardrum. It's almost got like not a suction seal, but it's all where it is firmly attached. You can obviously hear it quite well.
Oh, I thought I was going to go then.
I'm sticking with it because it is moving, it is coming.
Well, you can see that sort of white material now is right at the entrance now, so it's definitely starting to detach, isn't it? It's just being able to get the grip.
Ooh, come on.
You really want that to go, don't you? Look at that. Oh no.
No, a bit of oil. I got a good grip though. It is coming. Look, here it comes.
You just don't want to move it then, do you? Once you've got the grip, you're like, oh, I don't want to clean the lens. Oh, look at that. Look how thick that was.
I actually showed that to the patient, which is why I didn't hold it up against the camera, sorry. But look how clean that's come away. That full solid, and I looked at this side and I thought, oh, this is the one.
This is my favourite one.
Yeah, I was like, oh.
That's nice. I do like that when you come away, but when you actually see it peeling. Oh.
Yeah, and I actually, I'm not a fan of these. I mean, it is, if it comes away, you know, really nice, I actually don't mind them. But when you see these to start with, you think, oh,
it's no way to start. And it's finding that little edge. Once you've got the it's like picking a sticker off presents, you know, that kind of thing,
yeah.
Or a card. You know, you've got to kind of just the edge and then.
There it comes. We've just started to get that little peel going. Now this should peel right off the eardrum, very similar to the other side.
Look at that.
Dry as a cork as well.
Oh, forceps on there all day long now. Forceps at the bottom, and then just that. Just watch it all peel down the eardrum.
I can't actually remember if I do that. I must do that on this side. Or do I stick with this? I can't remember.
I honestly can't remember. But at this point, I would be, yeah, I'd probably work the bottom a little bit. I think there's some oil gone in now. I think.
Yeah. Would help if I watch these before I voice them over, to be honest.
I think it's better sometimes because you got to get lost in what you're doing.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
Ooh.
Look how much easier that's peeling away with that oil we've just put in now. We can see the
top of that drum now.
You see the eardrum is just starting to come.
You just want that to just straight down the drum.
Oh, that'd be perfect. Trying to loosen some of this lower. This bit at the bottom is basically what's kind of anchoring it in place. This is where it's all been squashed and it's just really, really firmly attached. Look how much, it's crazy how much of a difference the oil makes.
Yeah.
You can see how dry that was to start with, and like the oil already now is just making it peel away so much easier.
It's always when you get those paper thin ones, isn't it? You've got to just skim just over the surface of the skin to remove it. It's going all the way back, like right to the entrance to the canal.
Drop back a little bit. Here it comes.
Sometimes that's all you need is to drop back a little bit, and it's just got enough of an edge to pick it up, isn't it?
Oh, oil on the camera, but I can still see what I'm doing.
Oh, look at that peel.
Yeah, there it
Here they come, right, okay.
There it comes.
Let's have a look. Oh, that's gone back to its original position.
Go for the side.
Living dangerously.
I know.
Here we go. Just a little bit more of a lift now there. That's halfway along the... Oh, look at that go off that drum, guys. Look at the peel. Look at that peel.
Gentle. Got to be really careful, obviously, when we're working against the eardrum. So we've got to go slow. I can't just, whip that straight out.
Yeah, we're not this excited externally when we're doing this to a patient, but oh my word, look at that.
I'm so glad that came out.
Oh, that is nice. That is nice. Oh, look at it. Wow.
That's like the ideal result.
Yeah, that's...
even that side, even though you could see the eardrum at the start, that dry skin is going to actually affect the hearing slightly. Yeah. So you might get patients that may mention like slight muffling, even though it's not full. There's still that kind of stiffness to the eardrum with that layer of dry skin going over the front.
That was epic.
That was pretty good, to be fair.
I'm not even going to ask them, do you enjoy the video? Because I know you enjoyed that, because that was awesome. Fair play. I do love a good skin peel. Guys, thank you very much again to the end of the video. I guarantee you got to the end of that video, because that was a good one. Yes, as always, guys, take care of yourselves.
Take care of your ears.
And take care of one another. Myself and lovely Mr. Taylor Green will see you on Friday. Take care, everybody.
Bye.